This is the second episode of 2026 and it's getting even more interesting. And today we have a very, very special guest, Sagar. Sagar, thank you so much for coming to Pets a Family Show. And it took me 6 months to convince him and bring him to Bangalore. And finally he's here. Welcome to our show, Sagar.
Thank you. But it did not take you 6 months to convince me.
I know you for the last 6 months and you have been guiding us with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It took me 6 months to come here. Let's put it that way. It did not take you 6 months to convince me. I was convinced the moment we had our first call.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It feels good. Yeah. So that's not the true story, guys. The true story is it took us 6 months to bring him here. And Sagar has 15 years of experience in this industry. And say Kibble and he'll throw this camera on my face. So I'm not going to use that word Kibble. Wherever that word Kibble comes, just beep there.
And we'll beep and we'll put ultra-processed foods.
Ultra-processed food. And he's internationally certified nutritionist. And what a great start of the year. Thank you, Sagar. And why don't you introduce yourself in less than a minute? I'll just say it as less than a minute. Take more than a minute if you want.
Okay, so I've been a part of this industry for the last 15 years. I started off with a couple of pet shops, a grooming parlor. I've worked with 2 dog food companies. I've completed my certification in canine nutrition. And about 2.5 years back, I started my own brand of dog food. So when I say dog food, we do raw food. We do not do ultra-processed food. So we do raw food. And throughout this journey, one thing that I've understood is most of the problems that our pets face today, we can solve them just by educating the pet owners. And that is when Edupet was born.
Okay.
So Edupet started off as a
portal.
Yeah, it started off as a expert-led educational platform for pet owners, but then it is already evolving into a lot more than what it started off with.
Nice. What got you into the pet nutrition? What made you go and do a certification, study more about it?
So the first video I came across was by this doctor called Dr. Karen Becker. She's very famous now. They've launched 2 books, The Forever Dog and The Forever Dog Life. Excellent books. Everyone should get those books. Most of the nutritionists or most of the people in the natural pet food industry use these books as the Bible.
Oh, fantastic.
So I watched one of her video. And then YouTube has this thing of recommending a second video, and then a third video, then a fourth video. And I find after 10 years of watching these videos, I find myself still watching new videos about, from different creators and vet vets in this industry.
But back in 2011, this was not the case, right? YouTube didn't have so many recommendations.
No. So this is about 2015-16.
2015-16.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Fantastic.
I think 2015. So because I got my dog in 2015 and he came to me with problems. So we started looking for solutions.
So after the pet shop, you got trained into pet nutrition?
No, I did my nutrition much later. So I did my nutrition now when I started my own brand of dog food.
Okay.
So whatever I was doing with my dogs was fine. But if I am selling my product to someone else, then it has to be accurate.
Why are you so strong about it? Why, even while before this, when we were talking about it, you were very, very headstrong about no kibbles, nothing, no doing. I could see in your face that the word kibble itself was triggering something. Tell me some story or some history behind this.
Okay, so why no ultra-processed foods? Is because they are ultra-processed. Okay, it does not matter. So today, a lot of people talk about what's on the back of the bag. What are the ingredients? honestly does not matter what the ingredients are, because the end product looks the same. There is a reason why all those foods look the same. They are all brown colored balls. Okay. Because they all go through the same process. And what I have learned in this industry is the process is just as important as the ingredient list.
Nice.
So it does not matter if you get the best of the ingredients. If it goes through a bad process, it is going to end up as bad food.
Wow.
So that
You
is
think it's reaching all the pet parents out there? What are you trying to say?
maybe not all the pet parents right there out there, but I think we are making a change. We are pushing the limits. We are getting more and more people to talk about fresh food. Through Edupet, we've also connected with a lot of nutritionists who have the same mindset but have never worked together before.
Nice.
We are also connecting with a lot of natural food brands that are in India, where people don't even know that these brands exist. So getting all these people out there is the first step. And the more exposure these people get, the more our pet parents are going to change.
Wonderful. But imagine somebody new to pet parenting. When they walk into the store, none of the things that you're talking about they get to see.
Correct.
The first thing they'll see is all the big brands packed with big sacks of kibbles. That's exactly what they see in the front with a huge discount.
Correct.
How are you trying to sell your concept and educate them while people, it's easy for them to walk into a store and get these food?
So let me ask you this. Is it easy for us to just order McDonald's? It is even cheaper for us to just order McDonald's every day. Do we do it? If we don't do it ourselves, why are we putting our pets through the same? So just because it is convenient does not mean it is right.
But their marketing and advertisements and all that reach the audience. They always...
Correct. I completely agree. So yes, they are, they have deep pockets because they have a lot of margin that they make. So from what I have heard is Kibble is manufactured at a very low cost and it is sold at a very high margin.
I heard it's almost less than 5% of its...
I would say it is less than that, but again, this is just hearsay, so I don't have any
backing on it.
Yeah, any backing on this.
Okay.
But let's even consider 5% or 10%. The thing is, what are you going to get in a bag of food which is going to be at that cost? So manufacturing food at, let's say, 25 rupees, it's going to be filled with waste and fillers. Let
me ask you this question. What if you would have fed your Rottweiler the kibbles? This is a very hard question. Do you think it would survive 7 years?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. So see, there are a lot of studies that show that dogs who are fed ultra-processed diet usually end up getting some illnesses over a period of time. Usually by about 7 or 8 years, you will see about 60 to 70% of the dogs getting kidney problems. And then they sell you a different ultra-processed food, say this is for kidney issues.
Renal diet.
But we do not fix what is caused the problem in the first place. So no, I don't believe if I had fed my dogs on any of these Kibble brands, I don't believe they would have lived for so long. And even if they would have lived for so long, I do not believe that they would have been as healthy as they are today. So whenever we are talking about food and dogs, we look at both aspects. We look at the lifespan of the dog, which is the longevity, and we also look at the health span of the dog.
Nice.
So both my dogs. So let me start with the Rottweiler. He has been to a vet 4 times in the last 11 years.
Is that all?
Yes. Out of the 4 times, thrice was injuries. So 3 times twice he broke his nail, and once he was bitten by another dog. Okay.
Your tiny dog.
No. Bitten by one of his best friends who was a Rottweiler.
Okay.
So thrice he's gone to the vet for injuries. So nothing could have been avoided by change of food. The fourth time he went to the vet for tick fever, which is an infection.
Infection, okay.
And I'm sure a lot of pet parents whose dogs have gone through tick fever realize it is very difficult to get dogs out of that stage. My dog recovered within 10 days. And the first time when I took him to the vet, he actually walked to the vet. I did not know it is tick fever. He walked to the vet, and my vet was surprised that, oh, he's still walking in this condition. And 10 days or 15 days of antibiotics, because that is the only way out of tick fever. We had to continue it for 15 days because it has to complete a course. But within the first 10 days, he was completely back to normal.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So this is what has concreted my belief in natural food.
Natural food.
On the other hand, my Jack Russell Terrier has been to a vet only once in 11 years, which was also a misdiagnosis. So yes, so I believe people, if they put their minds to it, if they can see, all the information is out there. Okay, all you have to do is sit online, follow the right people, and you'll get the right information.
But don't you think this information is over crowded?
Yes.
In the era of Instagram, Reels, everybody is an influencer, everybody is a nutritionist.
Correct.
Even a dog parent is advising other dog parents what to feed and what not to feed.
Correct.
And somewhere brands will get into it, sponsor those things and make them again sell the kibbles back.
It does happen with a lot of these influencers. You will see a lot of these fresh food influencers who started off promoting fresh food and talking against ultra processed food. After a couple of years, when their pockets run dry, they'll suddenly make the switch and start recommending kibble.
I've seen that.
Yeah. So this happens, and this is something that we cannot. This is something we cannot avoid in this industry.
Do you think pet parents are the losers? Because one side of the industry is you, and the other side of the industry is them.
So yes, of course, pet parents are the losers, but even brands who are actually doing good work are also losing out. So it is necessary for us to educate both parties on what is the right thing to do for their pets.
Wonderful. That's exactly what you're doing with Edupet.
Yes.
Let's talk.
That is what we are trying to do with Edupet. Still a long way to go.
The content says it all. The kind of people that you have onboarded, and especially recommended products, recommended brands, you have handpicked those things.
Yes.
Great stuff. Now talk about Edupet. When did you start that? What was the intention of starting?
We started Edupet about 1.5 years back. The intention was this. So throughout my my years in this industry, every time I meet a professional who looks who is probably heading in the same direction as I am, the conversation has always been the same. Or pet parents need to get educated. This needs to change. This has to happen. This is how we should do things, etc., etc. But we never saw anyone doing these things. And that is where we said, let us bear the torch and let us take the first step to educating the pet parents.
But you're not from a technology background. How did you manage to bring all this content together, build a website, and keep it updated regularly?
So
do you have a team doing it?
Yes, we have a team. So I am not from a technology background. My partner is someone who looks at all the back end.
Nice.
I am the face who connects with all the brands and all the professionals in the industry.
Wonderful. So, what's the future plan for Edupet? Is going into something really big. Is it going to become a media house or knowledge base?
So it is always going to be knowledge base. So I think that is the idea that we started off Edupet with. and it is always going to put your pets first.
That's what's nice.
So see, although you would be buying things that all these brands are selling, but your pet is the one who is actually consuming them. So as long as we think about your pets first, I think eventually we are going to get a lot of goodwill in the market, which will help people make the right decisions going forward.
Nice. Now, if you have to replace the kibble, do you think the shops will still continue seeing revenues?
So what I tell my
With
clients,
raw food, can they still have margins?
so see, it depends. See, any food, depending on how much they are selling it for, can have margins. So, like for example, my raw food, when we are doing human grade ingredients, we are using whole chicken along with boneless meat, organs, vegetables, and so on and so on. I am still selling my food at 500 rupees a kg with door deliveries.
Wow. Across
Which is no, we are in selected cities. We are in Mumbai, Pune, Goa, Bangalore, and Delhi.
And how is that business doing?
It's okay. So see, there's still a lot of resistance when it comes to feeding raw. So we are getting there. Again, I do not expect every pet owner to start feeding raw.
Is it because of the shelf life, or is it because of the smell around it?
So there is no smell.
Really?
So if you are a meat eater, if you are bringing meat at home, it will be the same as what your meat smells. So just imagine chicken keema. This is going to smell the same.
When you say human grade, this is like a very common thing that everybody gets this. Can people add some spice in it?
So we do
When you're running
use
short of food.
no. So we do use crushed bones in the food. So when the food has bone particles, it is not fit for humans to eat it. When I
What
say
is human grade then?
the ingredients are human grade. So when we are getting chicken from suppliers who are supplying it as ready for human consumption. So that is what human grade means.
Here is another question. What are the top 3 myths pet parents in India still believe today that genuinely worry you?
There are a lot of myths that worry me. Okay, the top 3, I would say, 1, that dogs and cats can be fed a vegetarian diet. Okay?
Oh.
No, they cannot. They are not omnivores, they are not herbivores, they are carnivores. They have to be fed a meat-based diet.
Meat-based.
Okay, so that is 1. Second is some breeds are okay to be chubby. No, they are not. That is an unhealthy dog, and you're a bad pet owner. Okay, you cannot have a chubby dog and say that, oh, this is because it is a breed. No, doesn't go.
Breed?
You will see a lot of labs who are round.
Yes, and people
love it. And when they see some dogs from my clients, they're like, oh, are you underfeeding this dog? Why is he so thin? He's not thin. He's ideal weight. Your dog is fat. So, learn more about it and make the right choices. If we truly love our pets and if we want them to live longer and live a healthier life, then we are the ones who are responsible for all these things.
Third myth.
Okay. Third, vets have the answers to everything. This is one of the biggest myths in this industry. No matter what your problem is, pet owners go to the vet. Your dog has a problem with its nutrition, they will go to a vet. If your dog has a problem with behavior, they will go to the vet. They do not have the answers to everything.
Nice.
Vets study medicine. When it is a medical problem, you go to a vet. When it is a nutritional problem, go to a nutritionist. When it is a behavioral problem, go to a trainer or a behaviorist. So all these things have to be taught to parents. So I'll give you one analogy. It's when we have kids, okay, It is our parents who will teach us, oh, you should take care of your child like this, you do this. This is how you help bringing up, all those kind of things. When we get a dog, there is no one to teach us what to do.
True.
And I think that is the position that we want Edupet to be in.
Very nice.
So
Nice.
we want to be the grandparent to your dogs, to your pets.
Very nice. Who is the most responsible for spreading harmful pet care advice in India?
Okay. This is going to lose me some subscribers, but here goes. There are two aspects to misinformation. One is the pet professionals and one is the pet owners. And I'll tell you why. You will see a lot of these communities coming up, pet communities, right? Who is giving advice in those communities? It is the pet owners giving advice to other pet owners. What knowledge do the pet owners have to give advice to someone else? Like, I have been a part of some of these communities, and when someone will ask, oh, what is the best food to feed our dogs? And a random pet owner who has not even been a pet owner for a few months will say, oh, this XYZ brand of Kibble. No. How do you know? If you do not know, do not give advice. We are, especially the pet owners in communities, are there to learn something. So be there and learn about it. Don't give advice when you do not know about it.
But the seeking an answer, right? Even at Happy Pet, we have created communities where people can discuss. One of the recent discussion was about some itchy skin, and another pet parent is advising.
Correct. So that's what I'm saying. So when and I believe you guys are capable of doing this at Happy Pet. Connect them with the right nutritionist.
Do you think this community should have people like you, like other experts,
so
to get every answer?
So see, yes, there should be people from the community to do this. I do not believe that every professional will have time to do this. We are also in the process of building a community, but it is, see, we cannot expect the professionals to let go of their work and come here and give out advice for free, right? So time is a big challenge when it comes to moderating a particular community. But on the other hand, there are the second aspect of misinformation is the pet professionals. If you see something wrong happening, call it out. A lot of the professionals today don't want to be the ones calling out things in this industry because they want to be playing fair with everyone. That is not how things work. If you see something wrong happening, call it out, because you are the ones who have studied this. You are the ones who have who know what is in the pet's best interest.
It's a small industry and people respect each other plus fear each other.
I would not say respect each other as in I'm sure they want to portray it as such, but letting someone talk something that is wrong and is potentially harmful for our pets is not showing respect.
Is there anything that you have created where we can go and read or we can go and access that to at least get some basic information? Like, for example, in a community, somebody discuss and someone gives a tip. Now, can I validate that somewhere?
So again, see, there is a vast ocean of information that is out there. So I don't know if all those things that are discussed in the groups can be validated somewhere else, but most of the things can. And what I would advise pet owners to do is find someone who you can trust with your dog's life. So one of the myths that is very common in the pet industry or in the pet groups is garlic is harmful for dogs. Okay. But if you go find these people, they say garlic is beneficial for dogs in the right quantity. I have been feeding garlic to my dogs for the last 10 years. So with all the things that have been told to us about garlic, if it was not good for my dogs probably would not have survived for so long. Forget about thriving, they would not even have survived. So I think it's a little bit of both. You need to find the right people, and you also need to use some common sense.
Got it. If regulations were enforced tomorrow, which part of the pet industry do you think would struggle to survive the most, and why? I'm sure you'll enjoy answering this.
So again, it depends on what regulations, but let's talk about the pet food sector. Okay, the natural food will always take a hit when pet food regulations come in. It's not because they are not doing a good job, or they are not following the regulations. Is that they are all so small. Like, it is going to be very difficult for brands to get an FSSAI license. It's going to be difficult to be AFCO certified or do food according to AFCO guidelines, and so on and so on. So it depends on what regulations come in. But yes, I think the brands should not wait for someone else putting in regulations. I think we should get together and regulate our own industry.
Wonderful. Great.
So,
are you working on it?
Yes.
Super.
We are working on it. So once this happens, even if any regulations come up, then we as a body of natural pet food manufacturers can go and talk to the government saying that, see, this is not in our favor, or this is not correct, and we need to make some changes for this industry to survive as well.
Nice.
Because I believe startups are going to be the backbone of this industry.
Nice.
So if we cannot support startups, then it's going to be those the big giants that are going to take over the industry.
Fantastic. Nice. What's the one pet care practice that's widely accepted today, but you believe will be seen as harmful or outdated 10 years from now?
So the answer to the first question is very simple. Feeding ultra-processed foods is a practice that is accepted, which I think is harming our pets. Would it be outdated 10 years from now? I'm not so sure. Would it lose some of its traction because of the natural pet foods coming up? Yes, 100%.
Super. So if a young entrepreneur wants to enter the pet space today, what's the one non-negotiable value they must commit to?
Client is not someone who is buying your product or your service. Your client is the one who is consuming your product or service.
Right.
So think of it on those lines, and more often than not, you will be heading in the right direction.
Super. Nice. Good. It felt like rapid fire from beginning, but this is another intense rapid fire. Okay. Let's go. Biggest lie the pet industry tells pet parents.
Ultra processed food is good for your dogs.
I was expecting that. One practice vets follow that you think needs serious questioning.
Annual vaccinations.
Really?
Yes. Do you want me to elaborate?
Yeah.
So abroad there are these tests. They are called titer tests. Okay, so when they extract the blood, they do the titer test, and they will show the amount of antibodies in the blood from the previous vaccination shot. So if the antibodies are high, you do not need to vaccinate your dogs. If the antibodies are low, then you need to vaccinate your dogs. Again, I am not saying that people should not vaccinate your dogs, because currently it is mandatory in our country to do annual vaccinations. Yes. But this is something that we need to discuss. Who has made the vaccinations compulsory? Was it done by following science? or was it done just because some company wanted to sell more vaccines every year? I remember when I was a kid, we've always had dogs. I remember when my dogs used to get one vaccine every year. Now they are getting one vaccine plus 2 boosters and whatnot. Why? Is it actually necessary, or are we overcompensating for something that could have gone wrong? So one biggest challenge that we face in India as far as the vaccines are concerned is we do not have a proper cold chain. And if the vaccines are not transported through a proper cold chain, they are duds. And this was told to me by a doctor that they recommend multiple shots because what if one of them was a dud?
I didn't know about this. Are most pet supplements helpful or just expensive?
So supplements is something that you should feed your dogs to enhance a good diet. A supplement should not be used to fix a bad one. Okay. Most of the times what happens is people will feed their dogs a bad diet and then they will add supplements saying that, oh, this is going to be helpful for the dogs. So in this case, they are a waste. But if you are if you are doing a good food, then whatever supplements that you do will always enhance that diet. So my dogs, I told you, my Rottweiler has not been on any medication, but he's been on natural supplements throughout his life.
Oh, nice. Fantastic. Should some people simply not be allowed to have pets?
Yes. Yes. As I said, pets come first. So, and I would hope Edupet is at that level one day that people get in touch with us before they decide to have a pet. So I want people to get in touch with us saying that, oh, Sagar, my salary is 20,000. I live in a 1 BHK. Should I get a Carne Corso? I'm like, no, don't. Because you might love that dog, you might love the breed. It's not going to be feasible for you to take care of that dog. And if it is not going to be feasible, there are two things that are going to happen. One is the dog is going to suffer, or two, you're going to give it up for adoption somewhere else. And because of which the dog is going to suffer. Don't get into that.
Last one. One pet trend you would happily see disappear.
One pet trend. Okay, this is a little difficult. I don't know. I'm not really so much on social media to know what pet trends are going on, but
Can I answer that?
yeah,
From
please,
my point?
please.
Dressing up the dogs.
Yeah, but again, it's not dangerous or harmful to the dogs. That's the first thing that came to me. Oh, there is a trend where people scare the dogs. Okay, and they take their they record their reaction.
Yes,
I think that is one thing that
really bad.
Yeah.
I've seen those reels.
Yes, I see. This is what is damaging to the pet. So putting on a sweater, I like, it's not required. But if you feel the urge that your pet needs to look good for a family photo once in a while, do it. But
yeah, my thing was around the props they put around the dog. So other day I saw a dog with an LED light helmet. It was not at all comfortable, but still for this.
Why? I mean, ask yourselves why you want to do this. Okay, if you cannot get a good answer to why, then don't do it.
That's pretty strong in front of the camera. Nice one. Okay, that's it. That brings us to the end of the show. Beautiful, amazing. What a great insight. Thank you so much, Sagar.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and guys, this book, please make sure you download this. Whatever he spoke, it's in detail inside this, and you get to meet one of the best experts.
So this book will hopefully help you with anything that is required as far as nutrition is concerned. And there are a lot of the nutrition is also mentioned towards the end of the book. So there are nutritionists who are mentioned over here. There are Indian nutritionists, there are international ones. The book is free to download for all pet owners. Get the book. If you need any help, we are always just a phone call away.
Super. Nice. Great. Super. And it's free.
It's free. Yeah.
What else you need?